Hello friends, I'm back again. I'm sure you're happy to see me. I have one question for you right now. Tell me, do you want to live? You're probably shouting me down right now and saying, what are you on about, Grace? Of course I want to live. Right, that's the question I want us to address this moment. Do you want to live? And if you want to live, how do you go about it? Because I can tell you, waking up in the morning, just going to work, coming back home, sitting around and, doing one thing or the other, that's not really living. Or what would you say? It's not. Living has to be purposeful. So let me just share some tips on what I believe one needs to do and which counts as living, really living. 1. Cherish the people in your life. Now, if you're married and you've been married for years, then I would say your spouse is a great person because they've stuck with you for years, year in, year out. And they've got to be great to be able to put up with you. We all know we are not perfect. Nobody is perfect. And so if they have to stay with us day in, day out, then they must be great people. So we must learn to cherish our spouses. We can quit looking around for people who will push us into our destinies, thinking that there's somebody somewhere who will do this or will do that. Forget about that. God knows how to work things for your good. Cherish the people in your life right now. Your children, cherish them. Honor them. Respect them. Love them. That is how to live life. Secondly, be oblivious to unworthy remarks. People will always say one thing or the other. Not everyone will like you. Everyone is entitled to their remarks or their opinion. But turn a deaf ear, for goodness sake, to unworthy remarks. You've been through so much. If you're like me, you have your experiences. But you are entitled to them, no matter what anybody says or thinks about you. Don't allow anybody to rub you up the wrong way because of what they think about you. I know someone, he's Dr. Mike Murdoch. Maybe the name sounds familiar to you. He's a favorite of mine. He says, don't complain about what you allow. If you allow remarks to get to you, or if you allow somebody to rub you up the wrong way, then that's your fault. And you deal with it. Okay? So let's go on to the next one. Don't be bound by unforgiveness. Unforgiveness is a big thing. Unforgiveness will stop you from achieving greatness. It will stop you from living life. You will think and think and think with no end about the person who has offended you. Nobody is big enough to take over your heart. Nobody. Absolutely nobody. Forget about what they did to you. Move on with your life. Don't let unforgiveness eat you away. And do you know that when you bear unforgiveness in your heart, there's a tendency for you to develop all kinds of illnesses. Yes. And remember, your destiny is tied to others. Move on in life. Make things happen for you and for others as you go along. Fourthly, I'd say be yourself. Now, it's good to appreciate others and what's happening in their lives and all their abilities. But I can tell you something else. God has not created you to be a carbon copy or photocopy of anybody else. Be yourself. God has given you abilities, talents, and you are unique. Don't try and change yourself to become someone else. You are called to be somebody. You are somebody's miracle, and they are waiting on you to be yourself and do what you were created to do. 5. Choose your relationships wisely. The Bible says, as iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another. Go into relationships with the aim of helping somebody, pushing somebody into their destiny. Don't go into a relationship thinking, oh, what am I about to get out of this? How can I take out of this? No, go into it wanting to give. The best relationships are ones in which we all receive and we all give. Not someone on one end taking everything there is to receive and not giving back anything. That is not a good relationship. I know in life there are many relationships like that. You find people, some are like parasites, leeches, just holding on, just trying to suck the life out of you. But given the chance, given the opportunity, choose relationships wisely. Great relationships, like I said, are built on giving and receiving. Your relationships should make you a better person. Make sure you're a blessing to your neighbors and those around you. 6, I'd say, love yourself. We hear this all the time. Love yourself. Because if you don't love yourself, you can't love anybody else. Nobody can give what they don't have. If you don't love yourself, how can you love me? If you wake up every morning and all you say to yourself in the mirror is, oh, I hate you, then I wonder how you see the people around you. But when you are able to speak words of encouragement to yourself and lift yourself up when you are down, you will find yourself encouraging others in their times of need. A last tip that I can give you, which is also very important, is let go of the past. Can you imagine a driver driving towards somewhere, but he's always busy looking at his rear view mirror, looking at the back mirror, and not focusing on the front? He's going to end up in a very bad situation. And that's what it is when it comes to life. Let go of the past. Yes, we've all done silly things. And we've got the consequences have been there and we've had to deal with them. In fact, some of the situations or the decisions we made concerning the past is what we see right now. We can see the result. And we're having to live them. But we cannot pursue great things holding on to the past. We have to let go of the past. We are all entitled to our pasts. A Yoruba proverb says, if you are not old enough to lose your teeth, and you do lose them, You will always cover your mouth with your hand when you want to speak. Meaning, you are entitled to your past. Whatever it is you've been through. If anybody doesn't like you with your past, that's their own palaver, like my people would say. Forget about that and move on. Don't let anything hold you down. Don't let anything hold you back. Remember, you have a story. Don't let anyone steal your glory. You know where you've been. You know what you've been through. Don't let anyone look down on you because of that. And live your life to the fullest. Live it with purpose. Well, I can only hope I've been a blessing to you today. And this is where I sign off. So remain blessed and bye for now.